everybody, and welcome to today's EU Weekly stream. Today not with Mr. Conway,
sadly,
because Mr. Conway has to take care of his kids. No, today it's with our beloved Lord of Droid. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you. And what do you mean he has to take care of kids? He doesn't take care of kids any other day. Only today he decided to take care of kids.
Oh, wait.
He has sick kids, guys. So yeah, family calls.
Sorry. I just have to quickly shut myself up here on my PC. So yeah, I hope Mr. Conway takes care of his kids all the week, but I'm pretty sure he
There's
does.
a lot of hope
I'm pretty sure he does.
Yes. And Happy New Year, by the way, everybody. Happy New Year.
For those who are late in 2020, now welcome and Happy New Year to you. Yeah, as you maybe can see in the title, at least I put it on the YouTube title, we'll have some news later on. Nothing super crazy. We have some balance changes that we wanted to announce. And we'll do that towards the end of the stream, so that we have more people around, so we don't have to repeat ourselves in the beginning of the stream.
But we can give a teaser. The players who like German ships.
So, you're going to set up expectations too high. I can tell you it involves Hindenburg.
You gave the
I'll give it away. There might be something for Hindenburg. There might be something for my favorite battleship.
And that's it.
Let them guess. Let them guess. So the viewers who know me, they know what we're talking
and
about.
They're not nerfs.
And they're buffs.
They're buffs.
Exactly. They might. We also have some nerfs, but we'll talk about this later. Chat. I'll tease you. I'll use the power that was bestowed upon me, and we'll do that. And welcome, chat. And I'll just grab my glass of water. Besides that, it's going to be a very straightforward stream. We're going to play World of Warships, have some fun. That's pretty much it. We can
actually need your help in this. Like, you can tell us what we play, because we're always debating what we're gonna play. So maybe you can tell us what we can play.
The great thing is that we don't have Mr. Conway with us, so he always wants to play tier 10, or maybe we can negotiate to tier 9. But I know you guys sometimes would like to see also other tiers. So today is the day, and I see the famous question about codes. No codes, just us.
We are your codes.
Baguette, maybe. Play Thunderer. That's clearly not a tier 10 ship, so that might work.
We can play Thunderer too later on.
Oh, and Crazy Paramedic on Twitch has a question. Hi, is it possible to create a night map?
Okay,
this with searchlights or something else in full darkness. Played all the maps so many times. Was hoping for something new. Maybe something from Wargaming. Maybe someone from Wargaming can answer this question. Thanks for the game and enjoy the new year. Greetings from the Netherlands.
So this is the guy who actually messaged me yesterday from the port, and believe me, I actually instantly passed this suggestion, which was actually quite good one. And the answer was we are looking into it. So. Why not?
Yeah. To give a little bit of background why this is tricky to implement is World of Warships is a game that relies heavily on vision, right? You know how important this is to know about spotting, when to get spotted, when not to get spotted, and so on. And you need to have some kind of visual indication so you can aim properly. So when you talk about a full dark mode, might be very tricky for some players, so that's why it's very difficult to implement this in a way that it's also going to be fun with the game that we have.
So we'll have to see how it comes to the game where it makes sense, it's still intuitive, but still changes the gameplay for a short duration of time, just like Cyclones.
Yeah, Snazzle says, please be gentle, I'm still suffering with a hangover from my 40th birthday. So happy belated birthday, and I hope the hangover will smooth out over the next days. We need the USS Hornet, please. Maybe in the future. You know our stance on new ships. We would love to implement all the ships there are, but it takes time. Maybe we'll get at some point to the USS Hornet. And I think with this, I'll jump into port, into my port. I think. So chat, please let me know, what do you want to see in terms of
any suggestions so far?
Let's say tier. Let's say tier. Tier makes it easier. But if you have a specific ship suggestion, you can always just suggest.
Heaven's Authority asking submarine update.
Submarine update. No update right now. Mostly because our developers were on vacation, and they also need some time off to be able to keep going. So we don't have any news right now, but sure, we might have some news maybe next stream, maybe the stream after. I'll try to get something for you. Tier 7, Tier 6, Tier 2, Tier 7, Tier 7. I see a lot of Tier 7s. Okay, Tier 7 it is.
Belfast it is.
Yeah. No. I'm not Mr. Conway. I can also play other ships.
Let's see.
Tier 7.
I have Flint. Can I take my Flint out? I haven't taken it out. Maybe I can collect a coal or something on it.
Sure. So, chat, what do you want to see me play? Servus. Servus auch an dich, Sam. sometimes very German here in our chat. Play Scharnhorst? Well, I mean, I play Scharnhorst very, very often. Shores. I can play Shores, absolutely.
You can play Shores, but would you like to play Shores?
I don't mind at all.
Shores is actually fire started. It's fun, right?
Let me quickly just mount this. I reset that entire line to get my Ohio, which I got, and it's amazing. But we can definitely do this. Let me just mount some things, and then
I need to redo my captain.
No, I don't want to go for damage control. I don't want to lose my engine. What buffs are coming for Großer Kurfürst? So War Healer Gaming, we already buffed two things about the Kurfürst. I gave it better secondaries, and in December we actually buffed the accuracy because we improved the Sigma. So you should feel there is a feelable improvement for the Großer Kurfürst. So we already did that. And that's completely based on your feedback. Number-wise, it was the German battleships were fine. We didn't think they need like a significant buff, but thanks to the feedback that we got from you, a lot of you felt like that line was power crept to a certain degree. So we wanted to help the ships and gave them better accuracy, because that was one of the main points of feedback that I gathered from the last 3 years basically about German battleships.
Maybe you can invite me. Or should I invite you?
Maybe.
You have more friends than me on this port, at least. So people will be poking you.
Yes. Yeah, guys, if you want to play with us, you know the drill. Just poke me.
We have
this is my nickname. I'm on the EU server, Chrysanthus. Easy to find. And also, if you like the shirt of Lord of Droid, you can always feel free to send him a nice little message in game to Lord of Droid. Actually, he's a heathen today. It's a.
I'm a what? I'm a what?
A heathen. Look at him, a tiger one. It's okay. It's a good tank. Yeah, but
I like this one. We should make this as gifts.
Oh yes, that would be an idea. Maybe for one of our offline events. I'm sorry, guys, I don't have any news about offline events for you. So now I simply need to get a commander. I don't really need Mr. Starshi. Can I get my commander from the... Didn't I have a commander?
Next man up, will we be adding more operation scenarios? Not in near future. Right now, there are no plans to add any more operations, at least.
What is the question? Maps or modes?
Operations.
Operations. So guys, I checked for you because we had this topic in the last 2 streams. So the very honest answer here is I wouldn't expect any new operations anytime soon. It's not a focus of what we're doing right now. And
it's because the team that makes operations is actually working on new game modes.
Yeah. So that also impacts the 2 missing operations that we still have to get back into the game. I know that some of you would really like to see them back, but currently our focus is on other things. So that's the answer. I wouldn't expect that anytime soon. Templar, absolutely. Feel free to jump in.
Joseph Rabek, how much will be Hayate? It will be decided soon. Right now, we don't have a figure on it. You just told us it will be for free XP, so that's at least confirmed. But we honestly don't know right now what price tag it will carry.
Exactly. Yeah, guys, if you remember, in December you actually voted on Hayate and what resource is going to be available for. It's free XP, and let me go for demo expert. Oh man, I would really love to have. Maybe I'll give Dasha a little bit of extra skills here. To get my IFHE. I can afford it.
That sounded naughty.
No, Dasha learned a new thing. And I think Dasha is, sure she's happy about this. Learning new things, always good.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Flint, Atlanta, and Shores.
That's an evil division. If we don't get to tier 9, this will be fun for us.
Okay, do I have signal flags? I'm sure I don't have signal flags. But, chat, I think we'll survive this match without it, right? I think we just want to play some games.
So, there's a question. Will you change how hard it is to activate the buffs on Halsey and Yamamoto compared to... yes and no.
Now I'm curious about your answer.
We want to have more captains like our Italian captain, like Gunther Lutens, like the Russian legendary captain we have. We want to have more of those. I think it would be unfair to say like we can just completely change Halsey and Yamamoto. They are there for a reason. But my personal desire at least is to have somebody from US and Japan or IGN in this case to have those captains. Ooh. Yes, captains on the stream that can actually captains in the game that can actually have some of those easily triggered perks. Because I like my Luigi Sansonetti. Almost every single time you play Venezia, you trigger one of those special skills.
Yes, that's true. So I don't think we're going to rework the two other ones anytime soon. But they have like the skills they activate. They're also very powerful. That's the reason why they're so hard to.
Where are we going, by the way?
I mean, you two seem to be going here more towards this area, while I think usually it's this area that is more suited for Flint playstyle. But then again, we already have a lot of coverage over there, so I think the two of you just have to make do over here. Just work together. When it's
Sorry, what did you say? Work together?
Yes. You're in Atlanta and at Flint. You basically just sit in the same smoke bubble and
don't work together.
Fire away.
When's the next cold ship coming?
No announcement yet. We'll have to see.
News on Siegfried Mines Odin. No news.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. If you would have any news, we would share them with you happily.
How can we get Dasha captain? Actually, why don't we introduce her to Armory?
Who? Dasha? I would love to. Well, Abaddon der Vernichter. You remember him? We actually played a battle with Abaddon recently.
Oh yes,
and he was in the Kremlin. And he was pushing hard with us. It was a super fun fight. So I'm playing the Shores here, which is a really nice cruiser.
So
not a lot of armor, but great guns.
Send me or him a message to remind about this Dasha captain in Armory. It's a good suggestion. Yeah.
Legendary module missions available for all 2020. Yes. So I have no idea why nothing is spotted yet. So the legendary missions. So what's going to happen is, the legendary upgrades, you will be able, if you have the mission already, you will be able to grind them until the very end of 2020, till the 31st of December. If you don't have them yet, you will still be able to get the mission for them until the basically with the release of 0.9.1. It's basically the last time when you can actually. Oh, that hurt. That Zara hurt me. Or was it the Zara? Oh, it was a Gorizia as well.
Did you just get wrecked?
Slightly. But it's okay. It's okay. I'll have to retreat here. I was a bit too greedy.
Overzealous.
I'll have to dance with the shells.
We are going to make a house near this island. And
I was hoping I have
what are you doing? Why are you pushing Templar?
What? Because I need to, since you guys are trying to get into position, I have to be a bit more careful here. So I'm just going to reposition and use my range as advantage, because I didn't expect the Gorizia also to have my broadside here. No problem, Templar. I'll just have to be a bit more careful for the rest of the battle, which is fine, because this ship has actually a range advantage, for example, over the Miyoko, so I can easily do that.
Wow, that was bad.
By the way, guys, I think the music is a bit too loud, at least for me, so I'll just nuke that down a bit. Oh, is there Biskalica? Okay, that's something I cannot ignore.
Let's make that Zara pay for.
By the way, how's it looking at your side?
No spotting now. I'll move to the Leningrad smoke.
Watch out, the Gorizia is coming around here, around the corner.
If he comes around, he will be dead. What the?
Oh,
We lost 3 ships already, by the way.
On the other flank, yeah, I have no idea what happened to them. It's basically the Nueve de Julio. Wow. He is having a lot of fun with them.
Well, he's a tier 7 in a tier 6-5 game. You better have fun.
But we get one of the battleships so far.
Whoa. Whoa. That was stupid. Now I'm mad. I will need some radar.
Oh, there's a Biskavica that's actually very close to our cap, so this is something exactly that we have to take care of. So if you can, slowly retreat. Because we'll need to defend. We're down.
Yeah, I'm turning around soon.
That's a great thing about standard battle mode, for example, is even if you're down in terms of numbers, you still have a certain chance with the enemy making tactical mistakes, trying to push, for example, your cap zone. So that's what I'm going to hope for here. I have no clue what that enemy Biskavica is doing here.
This doesn't look good so far, but it's not lost yet.
No, it's
and now we are
lost.
separated. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna camp here and try not to die.
Well, I'm moving up to help my Congo because the Biskavica is probably going to try to torp him again.
Who is still hitting me?
Watch out, there's still the... Oh, no,
I have
actually,
Hydra.
You should be fine.
But not for long.
But we even out the score quite a bit by now. We are only down 1 ship. When they give us the helping hand flag, so the Blue Ghost, if you didn't get your flag yet, it's probably because you didn't provide us with the information that we needed to credit it to you. So please contact your local customer support. So if you're, for example, playing on the NA server, the NA customer support, and we'll give it to you as soon as possible.
Miyoko is feeling very sorry for himself.
Well, I have a poor Biskavica
It would be nice to get some...
Try to brawl here.
Spotting anything though. It's quite sad.
Okay, I think I can get that Biska, and that means that they won't have any DD anymore. Nice.
Good job.
Where's Mr. Concon? Mr. Concon?
Concon? That's
Mr.
a new
Concon,
one.
yeah, that's a new one, exactly. And Mr. Concon is currently sitting at home, probably watching the stream. And, I mean, his son is unfortunately sick, so that's his current responsibility.
We need radar.
What's the helping hand flag? The helping hand flag was the flag you got if you participated in our 24-hour charity stream and donated at least $5. So it's a commemorative flag.
Oh no need to get so aggressive.
What's happening to you?
Well, I had to peek out of the flag. What am I saying? From the smoke, and then I got spotted, and then
Please,
now we
dear
need to move.
Königsberg, eat a citadel.
I will die probably here, so...
Okay, but it looks like we're winning this. That's exactly what I meant earlier, is the enemy team overextended here and tried to push us, for example, the middle towards the camp, and we were able to defend it. Sometimes, especially with the standard battle mode, you have that opening, but you need to be very careful about really trying to take advantage of it. Could Wargaming do a charity drive for Australian wildfires? Potentially. We could. It's something that we're considering, but it's a tricky topic. You think he's on YouTube that he had some news on the stream? What is it? A Voice of the Dark will tell you towards the end of the stream. So roughly in 1.5 hours. I just want all of you to be here so we don't have to repeat ourselves. Oh, by the way, I'll switch to my gameplay. So we don't have
switch
to
to mine. I'll show the cinematic view of the battle.
Then you'll have to do that. What is your personal opinion on the upcoming British heavy cruisers? So me personally, and he will attest that. So I'm a very slight fanboy. No, I love them.
He was so he started playing Goliath only recently, and now he can't stop playing, and I have to stop him. Like, dude, it's work. Stop playing. And he
the last
stopped,
few days were very quiet,
so I
played
Goliath.
a bit more. I love the Goliath, and now I actually transitioned to the Drake, so I'm going down the tech tree. And I just love the guns, and combined with good concealment, these guns hurt so much. I had a tier 10 battle, where I managed to get 18 Citadel hits on enemy cruisers. I had a lot of fun. Me personally, probably the most fun ship I played in a while, and I love the Venezia already. So I'm good with them. My personal opinion is, as a cruiser main,
they're turning out to be promising.
Okay, I like.
Just that, and I asked him to stop playing because he has like 200k damage or something. I'm like, you know what will happen, right? If you keep getting this damage, this thing will get nerfed. So stop playing. And he doesn't listen. So if tomorrow, if those things are nerfed, you know whom to blame.
Not me, everybody else.
No, if you, and then there is Tekane in our team who is coming and boasting like, oh, this game, like, oh, please go away.
So, yeah.
So there's a question about, do you have an interaction, whoever, with other wargaming team, for example, World of Tanks? Yes, well, they are our brothers. So yes, we do, but depends what's the context. For exactly. What?
And
we are quite self-sufficient sibling, so we don't have a lot of things common. But of course, we are part of the same umbrella. So yes.
I can give an example, for example, from my perspective. I used to work in the same community department as, for example, my counterpart for World of Tanks in Europe, and we sync up roughly once per month to talk about our communities. What's happening over there, what's happening with us, what they are working on. Do they have any cool community activities, stuff like this? That's basically what we are syncing up on, and we want to be aware of what's happening in our respective communities. And that's true for many departments, and we're one big family, but obviously each family member is pretty focused on what's ever happening in their realm, but we still want to keep in touch.
Oh God, you guys in a rough spot now.
Yep.
And it doesn't look so good.
Oh, please stay beautiful.
Maybe our DD can spot, spot and actually cap.
Come on. Just take it like a man.
Somebody hit that Pensacola really, really badly.
You don't. You're not watching me, so you don't see my beautiful.
I get citadels. But that's what I see.
But it's much better when you have that feeling of I just hit that. And so we're actually up to 3 kills, 65,000 damage here, despite taking a little bit of hits initially, getting dropped down to below 10k.
Good recovery.
But that's okay. You just have to realize sometimes in the battle when to retreat. Like when is the time you need to simply step back a bit and reposition.
What is the ship you wish you could visit in next year? Oh man, I wish I was in US and visit the Anchors Away. They have so many damn ships. I'm living in Europe. It makes me so jealous about how many museum ships they have. It's incredible.
So I would be tempted. So there's basically three answers to that question from my side. So first of all, I would love to see the USS Texas, simply because she is a big part of history, and it's one of the few remaining ships of that era, and I would love to see it. And given with the history that we also have with that ship, and I know it from the game, it's something that I would really love to see. Then I would love to see one of the Iowa class battleships, because it's just something amazing to see in terms of engineering feat what has been built. And outside of that, the Midway, because that thing is
which one
is big. The Midway.
Which one?
Midway.
Midway. Yes, Midway, absolutely. Oh, well. So, yes, there you have it.
That's something that I'm a bit salty about, in terms of European ships. There's not really much left that could be on exhibition. That's not. It's true also for example, British ships. It's like no British battleship left, no German one, no French one. It's a bit of a shame, as somebody who's interested in the background of that. So that Gorizia is now using its full speed smoke, and it didn't help him because that König already had its salvo out. Oh, Gneisenau is saying, "Come on down, you'll have a nice time." So Gneisenau, I'm always happy to help. It's not a nice time; it's a nice time because it's called Gneisenau. One day we will get there where people will pronounce the Gneisenau properly.
Gneisenau.
Yeah. Very well done.
Wow. I try.
So Patrician is asking, Chrysanthus, can you please add you and the World of Warships team at the Royal Navy insignia to the armory? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, available between 19th November 2018. Pretty please. Patrician, if you send me a message about this, I will investigate and try to get it into the armory, okay?
What does that even mean? What do you mean? Insignia to which Royal Navy insignia? Huh?
Well, the Royal Navy insignia, that was part of a mission. That was, I think, for the release of the Royal Navy.
Okay, so he wants that to...
Exactly, to be part of the armory, exactly.
When is the Batfish patch dropping? Was it supposed? Batfish patch dropping. I thought it already dropped. Long ago?
That's a question for the North American team. Maybe Gneisenau can help you with that.
That's a good
Sorry
one.
you're here, so I'll just abuse that situation.
Yes, gotcha.
So yeah, right now it's a bit boring, guys. We're just trying to wrap this up. I'm trying to get to like maybe 75k damage. Maybe we can. Maybe we can't.
Pobeda or Siegfried when?
So Pobeda / Slava is currently on vacation.
They're sleeping, as I like to say. They're sleeping. Let's not disturb them right now.
So don't expect any news anytime soon.
But depending on the soon.
Well, I mean, in my soon TM book, it's not in the very soon TM book.
Let's put it this way: we don't have any information about it internally. We don't talk about these two ships specifically internally.
Oh, 400 HP. Okay, got 78k damage out of it. Yes, Shores, good ship. It has paper armor, as I think I was able to showcase in the very beginning, that it doesn't have a lot of armor, but as you can see, we actually got 78k damage out of it, 3 kills, 3 citadels, and I think we might actually top the board. Yes, we were naughty boys. Took out a Flint and an Atlanta and a Shores. Usually, I'm not a big fan of triple 1-class division. But especially with the Flint and Atlanta, they sometimes even act like a DD. So
he's a try-harder. We just play what we want to play. You want to min-max like every other min-max player there is.
So, chat, what else do you want us to play?
When will come the vote IGN did into the game? Soon, hopefully.
Yeah, Wardog. So you have to understand that we did this right before Christmas vacation, that poll, and we got the results in pretty much on the 23rd, because I remember I was on my way back to Germany in the bus. And well, now we're taking a look at, because we have to do the pricing, obviously, for the Hayate, and then find a spot where we can plug it in. And actually, the responsible person poked me about this today to confirm the resource, and we'll see when we get the information about it.
What should we play next?
Could I buy a Belfast for 12k doubloons?
No,
pretty
you can't.
please. So my answer to that is a nice try. Unfortunately, the answer is no. Since Chrysanthus wants to visit, then why not USS Texas or Iowa? Sure, I'm happy to play one of these. I can even play Missouri if you want me to. So chat, I'll leave it up to you.
Chrysanthus has too many vacations this year, so maybe he should take it.
Well, is it 3 weeks?
Don't do
I
this.
have to negotiate.
Don't do this. You can't do this in 2 weeks. You can.
Maybe I can work a bit in the NA office.
Whoa.
Will you rebalance Hayate before release? She's a bit weak from my testing experience. Yura, I think she's in her final state. If we you know how it works, right? If we realize that in her final state that she still needs some help, then we'll definitely do that.
Yanko's 83. You have 20 free days for last year, dude. Stop playing and start. Taking a break and go see the world. Or take a break.
Bodyback Bird is asking, when are the Royal Navy cruises coming out? Early access next patch, maybe. Early access next patch, definitely. So next week you will be able to get your hands on that, and then the actual release will follow in the update after. There's no big secret around this. Will Dasha Parova as commander return to the game in the future events? You know what? I'll just say yes. I don't know how and when, but we'll get there.
Somebody wants us to play Indomitable. Not somebody. There are like 20 somebodies I saw that want us to play Indomitable.
Oh, so you don't want like this is a request for next week with Mr. Conway.
So we're not playing Indomitable today.
And well, I wanted to play either the so chat. I'll give you two options: Iowa class battleship. So you can either say Missouri, Iowa, or I can play the Texas.
What is this?
What? It's called Democracy.
I run the team. The false choice of
Gorizia division. I love the Gorizia. I don't mind playing the Gorizia. I played the Gorizia quite a lot for my directives, and I
can
love
show my
SAP.
Screen. Look where I am. Is this one? Yes.
Yes, that's you.
Where am I? In my dockyard, and I will show you how much I grinded over the holidays too. So I use 2 boosters.
Go play the Nagato,
and I will get the Puerto Rico on the last day, and let's see how much I grinded over.
Are you done with the 4th directive?
Yeah, I did.
Ah, nice. I'm still working on the 4th.
5th is a
And Keep is asking, would it be possible to add historic ship flags to the armory, please? Maybe at some point. You know that we've been expanding the armory significantly over the course of the last year, and I'm sure that's going to keep happening. And maybe that's one of the things that we can add in there.
Yeah, it's good to see a lot of you. We saw through our data that a lot of you actually have gone to armory and used the armory, which is very nice to see. That means it's working.
Yeah. By the way, Templar, thank you for playing.
Remove from context.
Good
job.
Was the wrong button? Remove from division. Like my contact list is so freaking long. So we still have one open slot. We're going to play tier 5 because most of you wanted to see the Texas. So I'm going to play the Texas in its glorious American flag camouflage. Let me just add.
So being tier 5.
We're playing tier 5, yes. Agonize no still on Directive 3. That would be awesome. Thank you very much. No problem. Will there be ASAP a second flag for German ships? So Wardog, not ASAP.
For what?
A second German flag. But hopefully at some point in not the very near future, but touchable future. We'll have to see.
You should guess things, guys.
So let me quickly double check. I do have my upgrades. I don't have a full. Actually, I should probably go for a full AA setup with the amount of CVs that usually roam these tiers by now. How can you explain how it will be possible to get legendary modules next year and for what cost? Frico, it's too early for me to state this because that decision hasn't been made yet. We just know that it's probably going to move towards the research bureau and then final cost and so on. I don't have that yet. As soon as we have it, we'll give it to you. So I think I'm going to go for my Halsey commander.
So who are we with? Oh, there's nobody yet. Come on,
nobody
guys.
Yet, so I'll give you. True. I don't get the AA upgrade here anymore. Okay, that's okay. So guys, I'll give you 30 seconds to message me. Otherwise, we'll just click into battle. And I can show you, by the way.
Oh God, will it be on the swastika flag for the German?
No swastika flag, guys. You know that's politically a bit
Forbidden.
A bit forbidden.
Illegal.
Yes, a bit forbidden. A tiny bit. So,
Just a bit.
but look at this glorious ship.
Other nations who came after Germans can already equip. Yes,
We know. So
it will come. It will come.
Look, I can explain. So the reason why other nations have it already is because you know that for the past pretty much 2 years since the French battleships were introduced, we are working in story arcs or in let's say nation arcs, right? Where you have early access, you have the actual release, and then additional update with some cool stuff usually.
Fixing the issues of Graf Zeppelin dive bombers. That comes
wait,
up.
let me finish this one. So so this is the reason why we didn't have any German release since then. That's the reason why we couldn't implement this yet. Now, for example, we gave you Commander Lutyens already, only through the armory, because we thought, there has been so much demand for a German hero commander that we wanted to give you this. But I also saw a lot of feedback around, would have also been cool to have an event tied to this. So we're trying to get there. And trust me, I know that you guys want to also be able to mount your second flag on German ships. And hopefully we'll be there in the foreseeable future. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear that?
Yeah. They're chatting me. We know each other. So we'll just wait for Ustadi to ready up, and then we'll jump into battle.
How do you pop out the chat? They keep changing this UI.
Voice of the Dark. I think there's no update I can give you yet. But we can talk about this next week internally and see what I can tell you. Is there maybe a possibility to see the Pensacola class cruiser Salt Lake City with her torpedoes as possible tier 6 premium in the future of the game? So, Chaos, that's a very specific. Is there a chance to see the ship? Yes. Is there a chance to see a US cruiser with torpedoes? Yes. I hope there will be one, but there's no commitment I can make to that. But hopefully there will be one in the foreseeable future.
How do you pop out the chat?
Oh, that's here a bit tricky because you have to, thanks to a new feature on Twitch, you have to switch to.
Oh my god.
Here.
That's why.
Good. Oh, Siodoko. Cool. Okay, we'll jump into battle.
So, is this balanced division for you, sir?
Yes, very much. Very much. That's a good one.
Except there's no.
My perfect division is obviously with a DD, so we can share the.
With half a DD.
Yeah.
Please add monitorship.
What important about Kriegsmarine? I missed, but there was so many news about the Kriegsmarine. You missed all of it, and I'm not allowed to repeat that. I'm sorry. It was a brief moment of glory, and it's over. Will Azure Lane Commanders return? Zero Games.
Go
maybe.
home.
Depends.
Pray to the Veep gods. Then maybe.
Yeah. Take your weep pillow. Take the waifu and pray together. No, the answer for that is potentially depends on collaboration with Azure Lane, but I hope so that we will be able to get it back.
Bonus code bill. Niet Comrade Smirnov 555 Oleg.
Steven Schmidt, any information about the new Clan War season? I think we already shared the dates during the Q&A session in, I think it was November. So yes, the next Clan War season is I think in. Oh, well, actually I know the dates, but the info should be tomorrow on the dev blog just to make sure that you guys all have the same date. Yep. So I think it's going to be a dev blog tomorrow.
Will you remove Azuma and Freestand like Musashi previous year? Do you want us to? Drop us a message.
I mean, at some point they might get removed, but right now we don't have that plan.
Yes, right now no, but things change. But no plans yet, and plans change. Remember that.
So I'm not the fastest ship, but I'm getting there.
Oh wow, Azul and commanders will only return if everyone promise not to violate Chrysanthos' body pillows. I didn't know you have body pillows.
Guys.
Body pillows?
Guys, what do you have at home?
Body pillows?
Don't. That's disturbing. I usually don't judge the weakness, but don't make me regret that choice. So we have a Königsberg over here, and who's
already turning away, regretting his life choice.
No, not yet. Maybe I can make him regret his life choices. He might be a bit too slow for my salvo, or just perfectly right. That's the Citadel.
That's what I said.
That's why you don't turn broadside to Texas. You shouldn't do that. Not good for your health. Any chance of a new steel ship will be announced soon? Terry Cox.
Look,
I mean,
you-
you still have half a year to use that coupon, right? So we just had Hayate, voted on.
Yeah, you could have voted for Steel. Nobody would have complained.
So now we had to wait for you to make that vote, and then we'll think about what other resource ships we will release soon. Come on. Oh, this time we got a bit lucky. Durex 90. It's a nice name.
God, that's a name. Oof.
Where did you send Mr. Conway to? We sent him home. He was a naughty boy today. Oh, there's a Mutsuki coming in.
I need to turn around and run because there is a Piotr Vlaki. Ooh, Mutsuki. Where you go? Come here. Oh, there's a question in German.
I'll grab it in a sec. Oh, Askulap, potentially.
What's the
I would like
question?
to. So he's asking whether it's
What
going
did
to
you
be
just
possible
promise?
to get the permanent camouflage for the turpits again, and I'm pretty sure that will be the case. I'll ask internally and see whether we can move it into the armory. Okay?
Everything
Can you
goes
please
to
send
armory.
me a PM about this on the forums, and I'll try to get it for you guys. Minimum, it's going to be released for free XP.
What? Hayate.
Hayate, yeah.
Come on.
When we're going to move the legendary modules to the armory, you mean to the research bureau? Well, I mean, at the end of 2020, yes, your progress should be voided, basically. But we'll have to see. This is at this point, like, it's too early to talk about this because I don't know how the transition is going to work out. But the mission itself, when it's going to end, right, that progress in itself will be gone. So can I now please?
This is terrible.
I think I'm just killing that island, not the
Can you
Königsberg. I was
hit
hoping
that-
that I might still have the... No, I have the island selected.
That Orion is.
I had a
looking at-
glorious first salvo since then it was a dry desert. Will we see German Fletcher class destroyers?
A German which class?
A Fletcher class destroyers. I would say unlikely, but never say never. So what can we do to you, Mr. Piotr? He's turning away. Oh, that hurt me.
Seriously? What was that dispersion?
What are you doing, by the way? Show
I
us.
am trying to kill that Orion.
What?
Okay. Tried to kill that Orion. One down, both sides. I don't know your faces to recognize you. You don't need to. It's okay.
It's very easy. I'm Chrysanthus, and
It's
this
very
is
easy.
Lord of Droid.
It's very easy. It's relatively easy, yes. Oh, look at that Mutsuki. Mutsuki. Come here.
So my rear turret should be able to touch that Königsberg in a second. Oh, nice! I got a citadel on the Piotr.
I saw something happen to it. And he put down the fire. He freaked out and he put down the fire.
Could somebody get the Königsberg? There is a DD in
Yes.
B, by the way.
There is a Mutsuki that I want to kill. Why there's so little damage? What's going
It's an
on?
Izokaze. Very evil ship, by the way. Izokazes are
Oh god.
very hard to deal with.
Come on, give it to me. Bye.
Yamashiro, sure, we can think about that.
Again I miss Mutsuki. And nothing. Oh, one pen there. Mutsuki is still alive. Wow.
With 287 HP. All the HP
And
needed until
not
this point.
anymore. Only 10k damage so far, and you are at 27k. But hey, we are tier 5.
How many points will I get from resetting a single line? Well, you should get 10k research points, and if you do it as the very first line of the season, you can get 20k out of it. At least that's
Are
what
you
I
guys
got.
going to be on the Hornet at the end of the month? I think you should ask this in the NA stream. They have their own calendar. I think they do plan to do it somewhere, but not sure if it's Hornet. They will be somewhere, definitely.
No, we
If you
lost a
click-
wakeful.
Can we get Evan to visit Canada? Ooh,
Maybe. That's more a question for
I would
Evan
have
than for
said
us.
no, but now it's a maybe.
Any plans to
What would you
submarines
do
lower?
with him in Canada, though? That's a question we should ask you.
I'm sure I gotta be very polite. Any plans on submarines lower than tier 6, say tier 4 World War I era submarines? I mean, the answer is a clear maybe. For now, they're not planned, but you never know what happens down the line. But first, let us get submarines right, and then we can talk about potential stuff we can do with it.
If we get the concept right, we can.
And
bring
there's still a lot of stuff to do. So give us time. That CV tried to hit me. Can you believe it?
tried and failed. Or did he hit you?
Will CVs come in the next Clan War season? Definitely not in the next one. We'll have to see about the one after that. Oh, hello, Exeter. Can you stay beautifully broadsided like this? No. Nobody said turning. Who talked about turning here, Exeter, huh?
What am I doing today? Oh god, that was terrible.
Let's check this salvo. Oh, only 8 overpens. 8 overpens. Come on, not even one penetration. Okay, my front turrets.
Oh my god! Thank god you're not showing my screen.
What happened?
I am just missing by a kilometer.
Here, I'm going to overpen a lot.
Oh wow.
Yep.
In the
It's
truly
such a
terrible-
lightly armored cruises, the Ubari. What is that Texas doing? Gotta be a bit careful here. Sorry.
At least I'll get 1 kill.
Are you?
Yeah.
This Exeter,
Ah, yes.
the master of overpins.
Don't you dare what?
How about a
Exeter.
German CV line? Potentially in the future.
You guys want CVs? Okay. We're listening. Sure.
Sorry, I just...
Come on.
So gotta be a bit careful here. But we're right in the middle of the action where I want to be with my Texas. Just gotta be careful. Bullied by wargaming. Wow. Not bullied, you just, you get attention.
Come on.
Oh, nice. That's a citadel. You shouldn't sail broadside with this ship because it takes a lot of damage on the broadside.
Because it's thick.
I gotta be a bit careful here with the Kaiser.
Well, hello there, Exeter. So we meet again.
Okay, you can stay beautiful like this. That's okay. Now I hope I didn't show too much broadside here.
Oh,
Oh, that's another citadel. Come on.
come on. Let me
2K
please.
health. 2K health. Come on.
I battled that Exeter for whole. Okay, what
Kills have to be earned. Lord of Droid.
Guys,
It is known, Khaleesi.
whoever worked on the New York.
Oh! No, no, come on. That was a no
He's
damage
mine
penetration.
now.
It's okay. It's okay. You can have him. Apparently, I didn't earn this kill myself. It's instant karma for making.
Come on. Yes.
see. You know, sharing is
Karma.
caring.
So you, buddy, how's your day? You look a bit lonely.
Maybe a bit further towards the front. No.
Should I shoot
Don't
AP
turn
at
away.
him
Don't turn
or
away.
HE at him? He doesn't take- My God,
I'm
he's
strongly considering HE against the Yubari here. I mean,
He's playing well.
angled like this might actually work with AP.
Ah.
Oh, the battle is over, and the poor little Ubari has to go home with with the
Sorry, we ignored
very
the chat a
damaged
bit.
chip instead of getting a new one. Is everything that will go to the research bureau will cost research points from resetting the line, or will there be other currency? So I think it's going to stay research points. Whether we're going to expand the ways of how to obtain research points, I don't know yet. Are there any plans to add Italian battleship line to the tech tree? So I hope we're going to get there, right?
For what?
You want Italian battleships. I want Italian battleships.
Everybody
a
wants
lot
it.
of Droy wants
They are
Italian
so
battleships.
beautiful.
They're so beautiful, exactly. So yes,
It's
you
on
want to
our
get them in the
bucket
game,
list.
but I wouldn't expect them very soon. That's they're definitely not
You
going
can
to be the next
expect
line.
them, but not very soon.
Yeah.
Every little country is little. Every big nation tech trees are on our list.
Roberto Fonga is asking, could you add a feature in the options that changes the ship names into their native languages, like Russian ships' names in Cyrillic and Nigerian ships into Japanese? I think that's probably a UI problem, because I mean you get your regional translated ship name, but not in for example Cyrillic. I can ask, but I think it's unrealistic. I'm sorry. Okay, so that was the Texas. Great ship. Actually, I didn't check the basic XP score, and I always love to do that. So guys, what do you want to see next? I'll leave it up to you. So yeah, Ustadi had a really good match in this Rocco. Thank you very much for playing. And he also got rank 1 in the 1v1 ranked season. And guys, I hope you had as much fun as we did playing that.
Somebody wants a Soviet aircraft carriers line. Well, let me make a note. IFHE rework. Work in progress. Krasny Krim. I'll play Krasny Krim.
Oh, you want to play tier 5 again?
Somebody asked Krasny Krim, and
Krasny
I think
Krim.
I think it's
the thing
Mr.
is,
Fingers.
I have to say that I think we were dared to play Krasny Krim.
By
I
Mr.
think
Fingers.
by now 3 times.
Okay, then.
And no. Like over the course of the last 2 or 3 years that we have been streaming, and every single time we took it, we topped the board. So
no pressure.
No pressure, Lord of Droid. It is a good ship if it gets to meet tier 5. If it meets tier 7, then it's kind of, I would say, how to phrase this nicely, an uphill battle.
If you get up tiered, I'll press Alt F4.
No, you won't. You will play like a man. Play the hill. Oh, I haven't played the hill in I think since testing, so I can definitely do that.
I need to respect this thing.
Thank you very much for playing with us, Ustadi, sorry. And then we have Pegasus you out, I guess. Because we're going to play tier 5 again, so we'll do that. Due to popular demand. So I get a smoke and I'll take it.
How's that possible? I don't have IFHE commander. I was playing Kutuzov without IFHE.
Oh, a Montecuccoli.
I love the name.
Yeah, I love the name as well. Actually, I had a good battle. I played one battle with basically all flags stacked and got my XP pretty much out of it. But it was a good fight. I think I got 4 kills. I definitely do not want to have my engine taken out. And we're going to go for, well, AA is not really that. No, you know what? We'll go for aiming systems modification. And then we'll use, not Wilfried Hall, but let's take our...
Would it be possible to have game mode dividing by nations, only US ships against Japanese?
What, a nation versus nation game mode?
Maybe in future. Just...
Yeah, I think this is fine. Fine build. Wait, let me double check. I have modules. I have consumables. We don't want to pull a Mr. Conway. I'll add flags. I'm a DD. I want some additional help here. Maybe a little bit of extra fire chance, a little bit of flooding chance, and we don't want to detonate, right? We'll get some additional free XP, additional commander XP. And then, of course, I need to show that I'm a Wargaming employee. Bam. Cool, let's go. Let's go.
Will the operations come back like Dunkirk?
Any news or something about Italian BBs? So we have some news later on, but it's balancing news about some ships. No news about Italian BBs, and there won't be any news in the foreseeable future. You'll have to give us a bit more time for that.
We just released Italian cruisers. Come on.
And KS Death? No, sorry, not very soon. The operations Dunkirk Cherry Blossom.
Cherry Blossom has its own issue.
Because it's still about the...
We're still teaching our AI
AIs.
And it's a tier 5 there is a Gorizia there.
Oof, Gorizia. Like, I don't want to get touched by Gorizia.
Especially not in Krasnik.
Shanks Game is asking how much time after the auto build stops we have to complete the PR with the missions. So the boosters are already deactivated. You cannot get them anymore, but you can still have the buyout. And the buyout should be active throughout the entire update 0.9.0.
But you can't buy boosters anymore.
They were limited until I think the 7th of January, depending on which server you were on. When will we see the next 1v1 ranked? Very good question. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to lobby for as soon as possible because it was a lot of fun. Any plans on adding back the Kitakami? Roberto? Not currently. She's not even the client. We'll have to find a way how we can add Kitakami into the game without breaking the game. And that is not as easy as you think it might be.
That's a different stance than last year.
Yeah. How about the Siegfried? Any updates on the Siegfried? No. Broadside potato, sorry.
So, should I follow you for the smoke or should I just find a home somewhere?
You find a home somewhere next to an island. This is your area here. I mean, I can smoke you up here if you want to sit next to me. Are you coming here?
I would like to.
You're a bit too far away. I can smoke you up here. You know what? I'll deploy a smoke close.
No, please wait. What's the hurry? You will outspot Yanwei and Akasta, maybe?
Well, I have 6.4, so we should be on the same level with those DDs.
Yes, but not Akatsuki though.
Wait, what? Some balancing changes? So I'm right here? Yes. Details, please, Chrysanthus. Might be about the Hindenburg.
And
my favorite battleship. If you know which ship that is, you have a little teaser here.
Okay, so far you're not spotted, right?
Nope.
That's a good news. You should think about smoking, but you are running away.
No, I'm like, because this position usually gets torped because most of the DDs are sitting here. So that's why I'm waiting a bit. I'm repositioning myself. I'm waiting for what's going to happen, but there's no need to smoke right now. Nothing forces me to smoke. The problem is if you smoke up in a position like this, that will definitely attract torpedoes.
Torpedo magnet.
Yes. And the problem is that our Gajamada is alone. The Gajamada is an amazing DD, but you don't want to be caught alone.
But I have Hydro.
Good. So I will move towards the A cap because there's a lot of firepower moving towards here, and if I can block that,
block
I'll be very happy.
Okay.
Well, you know.
Where is our firepower? Can you see?
Behind me. Behind me.
It's still like seriously. Look at our Congo. He's ready.
He's ready. He's ready to support this map and the map on the other side.
Look at our Fuso, like, guys, I'm not sure where should I go, left or right?
So it would be cool if people can touch that Omaha. The Gorizia is on the other side, which is very good news for me.
Come on, you're so terrified.
The Gorizia, do you know what SAP does to like little
Well, you will spot
underage
him every
boats?
time, right?
Yeah, but he's going to like I played Gorizia. I know what that thing can do, and I don't want to be on the other side of that equation when it comes to SAP and DDs. it's
Do you have
it's
some?
not fun for the DD, fun for the Gorizia, not fun for me.
I feel itchy. I haven't shot even a single time yet.
So I'm wondering where.
Can
where
you
at-
smoke
where-
now, maybe?
Sure. There you go.
In before torpedoes. Okay, Omaha.
We'll give you a full speed, beautiful smoke, basically towards the towards the edge of this cap. Just
Come on, faster! How slow is this thing? Oh, I'm spotted. By what? Oh,
I
by
mean-
Giulio Cesare. Oh, please, no.
Can the
Cesare.
Julio, you want to come here? You know it.
Cesare, please, no. 40.
Oh, there's the Akatsuki.
I must get into smoke or I will just die.
Okay, I'll need your support here.
If I am alive, I will give you support.
Julio, no touching it. Come on, Julio, you wanted to move in here. You know it,
Okay.
and I know it.
Now we are talking. Who wants to mess? Oh, that's why I have a hydro. Oh,
I think they will slightly. Ah, yeah. They ran.
Oh,
out right in
no!
front of it.
Montecuccoli, no, 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 no! Please, no! Don't push me.
You need to show this.
Well,
Did you just use the Montecuccoli as your
I
little
was
torpedo?
no,
belt?
I was perfectly.
You were the
placed to
perfect
dodge.
gentleman in this, right? You let the lady, go into the room first, and
I'm sorry. What room? What? And only 25 seconds left for smoke. I'm so dead here. Oh,
any
shit.
plans for clan base buildings in the future? Confuselius, not that I have with me right now. I don't know. I need to double check. I don't have any news currently with me here about that.
Oh my God! Where did this come from?
Oh, Julio. Oh, I would love to have smoke right now for myself.
Well then, Julio. Oh my God. Oh.
He's going to they are going to. You are not so good.
Well, I will take him down. Oh,
Are
I'm
you
still alive.
sure with that? He has 30k HP. Unless you hit him with all torps, it's gonna be.
Let's see. I will take him down. I will. I have to. I have to prove that Krasny cream works.
And you did almost a very good job with that.
43k damage.
Well, you get that's not bad.
But that was, where did it come from? He was silent all the way to the smoke.
The
Cesare.
The Julio. Well, he was spotted all the time actually.
No,
No,
at all.
Chat. It wasn't. We
Hey, come on.
it was. That's why I launched the torpedoes at him. But he was slightly too slow. So can we?
You did that on
Can
purpose.
we get that? So you know what? I'm going to smoke up here.
No. This is better. So it shows.
So
Montecuccolo is still alive. I'm happy to hear that. Should you maybe hit Omaha?
step by step, shell by shell. Yo, Omaha, you chill. Nobody asked you about this battle here.
Bang.
Since he doesn't have the range of the torpedoes here. Anything else in range? I don't have AFT, so I'll have to chase them a bit.
Is it not a full commander? Full tryhard commander?
It's not an AFT commander, actually, because it is tryhard, because AFT also gets you spotted way earlier, and usually with the shellacs of American DDs, I'm not the best commander for that. Oh, bala. No, I'm honest. I know my limitations.
Merlin 68. Has Dasha left the building? Not really. She was having a break, In Christmas time, most of the Europe goes to break, and then first 10 days, Russia is on break. So nothing really happens. But she's still with us. Next patch is cooking, and you will see her soon in the patch update video.
So I have to help with B, because unfortunately it looks like we lost too many guys already. How is that Omaha still alive? Like any battleship that is sitting back here should have nuked that Omaha already, like twice.
So then, what's the sense of taking a premiumship of 60 and go to battle? Like matchmaker, I think matchmaker is much kinder than it used to be. It's still, of course, you don't get top tier every time, but if you look at the tier 8 issue that was there, now there are a lot of mono tier battles, as we say.
Yeah, that's also my personal experience so far, is that the amount of times when you get up tiered is definitely lower. I mean, it's obviously capped and it needs some calibration time to work as intended, but it made at least tier 8 and also tier 7 much more enjoyable for me to be part of that.
And I think Armonte Cuccoli's last shot was that one. This we're gonna lose, it seems like. Oh, come on now.
No, that's not the attitude. The attitude is we're going to win this, but it's not easy to win it.
Wow. Okay, good job, Fuzo. Very good job. No,
it's a common mistake to think, oh no, this game is lost. We're slightly behind.
Well, look at our Mutsuki die now. There we go.
That's not good. It's not helping. But we can get there.
I think that Jianwei will kill our
shouldn't have
Fuzo.
That gunfight here. Things could be better, but it's big fun.
Yes.
Like that's the thing. Like we don't claim things are perfect, right? There's things we do well, sometimes things we don't do so well. But overall, that's exactly what to achieve, is to have a fun game that is as balanced as it can be. But obviously, there will be always like a different perspective on certain things, and we're doing our very best that you guys enjoy playing this game.
And it's not easy for us and for you. We understand that. It's always challenging to find the right balance. It always is. Easier said than done, really. But we know we do make some mistakes sometimes. You need 2 people who can get Kraken. Oh, we have one here. Fully capable.
Yeah, but I gotta start with the first kill.
You could still get a Kraken theoretically. Think positive, yes?
Oh, I'm like, when it comes to this stuff, I'm usually very positive, because I think if you're not positive about that, you stand a chance of actually winning. Is somebody else spotting him? I don't think so. Then you're already kind of you kind of torpedo your own attitude and your chance of winning this. You simply gotta believe that yes, you will have to be part of the team that is going to win this battle. But if you don't believe that, then you already lost.
Somebody saying life would be boring. It will be, what was it? What was it? If life was perfect, it would be boring. Absolutely. Yes, and I really didn't see that Giulio Cesare. I swear, I didn't see.
Okay, so
doesn't mean it was spotted or not. All right. You almost ate a friendly torpedo.
It's okay.
And you're gonna kill that Akatsuki. Good job. But who's torp? So you didn't. Who did you torp? Ismail, right?
Yeah.
As I say, smile.
I need to really get that smoke bubble up. Oh God.
Yeah. I think Ismail will eat at least one torpedo. Yes. No escape, and it will hurt him really bad. Yes. And is he flooded? Yes, he's flooded. And you're gonna burn him. Yes. Did you get fired?
Well, you repaired the flooding, so I'm trying to.
Nice. Oh, look at that! Kraken is coming 3 in a matter of 30 seconds.
Yeah, but that's why you have to. You have to
put the carry pants on.
Very often, unfortunately, very often you gotta put them on. Strap them very high up. Okay, I hope the Emerald didn't torp, but he might have. So now I gotta cap. I need somebody to deal with the Omaha, so I can cap. Basically, I need the Fuso to take care of cruisers.
I've asked before in the streams, you guys were working on Pan-American ships. Can we expect Brazilian DD line? Oh,
so an entire line. It's tricky, man. Look,
Pan-American tech tree should be populated for sure. Full of Brazilian DDs? I don't know. I mean, I don't have information about this. This channel is not entertaining at all. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss whoever Desta.
If you don't like the content, that's the great thing about Twitch or YouTube. You can always just go and watch on a different channel. Watch the content you would like to see. Oh.
Look at the turnaround of this game.
Fuso
just killed that emerald. Like,
oh, perfect! And now I need you to kill that Omaha. Oof, because I still have a minute until my smoke goes up, so I have to leave the cap.
That's fine. I think.
If we can.
What is Gorizia doing? Gorizia is trying to snipe Congo. Oh, look, our Congo hasn't left that H line since then.
Come on, Fuso. I believe, man. I believe in that devastating strike here.
But Fuso is very healthy. He can take on. Oh, Maha, don't turn, man.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Actually, in 30 seconds, I will be able to fight from my smoke.
So, don't you feel fire damage needs to be dialed back against DDs?
Nice.
But then, don't you feel that citadel damage should be dialed against cruisers? Don't you feel torpedoes should be... It's an ongoing conversation. High tier USN DDs get defensive A on their own slot and gearing get a model update. Oh, maybe as in we can suggest this if gearing can have the slot for A module.
We can suggest it, but obviously it's also a balancing choice why it doesn't have it right now. So
yeah, we need to. I think when gearing went to we didn't have such.
Sorry.
When gearing was launched, like one of the oldest line, we didn't have such thing. We're gonna win this one, do we? No, we will have be out of time.
It's about kills at this point. If I can cap this, I need to rush towards C.
Please stop launching rank during clan battles. Oh, but a lot of rank players don't play clan, so rank players need something to play at the same time, and that's what we want. We want you to keep on playing.
So Congo, is the Fuso still here?
What is this question? That any updates on transition to new graphics engine? What graphics engine? If you're talking about tanks have their own engine.
Yes. So we talked about this, and I think Evan actually explained quite decently. So
decently.
What's involved with just switching to a different engine, and we currently don't have any plans for that. We're going to improve this game in terms of graphics, and a lot of Droid, you're doing a bad job at following the game.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm showing ocean. Woo.
I don't know what's happening to the Acasta. I just hope that the Acasta might be super low in HP and might be coming around.
Look at that Fuso.
Wait, you have to.
And he's dead.
Oh, nice. He's buying time.
Oh, now we're
leading. And now we're leading. So now it's about surviving, not about capping.
Can you survive?
I can if the Gorizia didn't turn too much here.
Look at the Congo is crossing the H and he's crossing the G line.
Okay.
So all we need to do is stay alive. I think it will be hard to kill that Congo and Fuso. So the only one who can cock up is you.
Yes, and I'm great at that. Did you want me to
how's your Kraken coming along though?
I got 4 kills.
How's your Kraken coming along?
4 kills, man. 4 kills. It's 4 kills. It's I would love to kill him, but I don't want to take the risk.
No, it's fine. Let them.
I can spot him. But at this point, if for us to lose this match, what they would have to do is get B or block.
They can't. There's no way Gorizia can come. But where is Acasta?
He's up there now. I'm just I'm going to.
I wonder what he's doing there.
Well, he might be so low on HP that he AFK'd or whatever, trying to not basically be lost points for his team. Even though that's still a bad decision because he should have spotted. Either
You
way.
see, that's why you never give up.
See, that's exactly why.
No, there's somebody saying, and I'm just repeating it to you, just reinforcing your message.
Yes, you gotta believe, guys. You gotta
I didn't
believe.
see that
Always
coming.
believe. And like I've seen matches, you wouldn't believe how people manage to still throw them. So never, ever think a game is lost until the points ticked out. That's the best piece of advice I can give you. It's also the best matches you can get if you manage to turn a game like this one around. This feels much more satisfying as the battle before, for example.
Yeah,
because we got to leverage our own skill, and you know the
I put my own skill by not looking at this Giulio Cesare.
and that makes, I don't, at least for me, it's part of the reason why World of Warships for me never gets boring to play, despite me having 12,000 battles. It's simply fun to do this, and I don't even care that I don't get the Kraken, because that was not my plan. My plan was somehow
You can still get it.
Not in. It's 4 points.
It's 1 minute left.
4 points,
yes.
Yeah. So, but that's not the point. Like, we wanted to win this, and it didn't look like a win at all. So, Phew.
That was a carry pant game.
That was a good one.
Very
Yeah, we
nice.
got 3 capture.
Why am I getting results so late? Look, this is a bug, really. Look,
It takes a while. Yeah.
what? It is third battle in a row. You get it faster than me.
We almost got 2k base XP with the tier 5. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll complain.
I was still fourth. Look, come on. Hey, it wasn't so bad. Krasny Cream is okay. Okay, just okay.
So chat. Any other things you want us to play?
Somebody said Okhotnik.
So Gisty Tyler with Narai and Raptor Operation became bugged. Did you test the 3 others before they come and we found them bugged too? So Gisty Tyler, so first of all, I'm sorry that they're bugged. And we already passed this along, and our developers are going to look into it in the next weeks. When it comes to the other operations, obviously we'll take this into consideration before releasing them, that they won't be bugged. The problem is that some bugs, they only appear after a certain amount of time, or you have to be like you guys play thousands and thousands and or millions of battles on these things, and you figure it out very quickly or over time that these things happen, and it helps us then to improve it. So thank you very much, Pegasus, for that match. Lord said, yes, we still have a free slot here. Are you going to announce the balance changes already? So Yura, we can do it after this match. I'm happy to talk about it.
Sorry, I have to reply.
When you say you can no longer buy Puerto Rico boosters, is it just the premium ones for doubloons, or does it also mean with the directive tokens? No, it's obviously only the doubloon ones. You can still buy the ones you get through shipbuilding tokens. Maybe another time, Pegasus. We're trying to rotate a bit, but thank you very much. Ochotnik division.
Oh god, that if we get AA based game like with CVs, that won't be fun. Ochotnik game.
Ochotnik is always fun. It doesn't matter
Are you
what
really
you
playing
meet.
Ochotnik?
I don't know, chat. I'll leave it up to you. When will we see the HMA as vampire in the shop? As you did a video on her, so those videos are not really related to the shop. And I think the vampire is not planned to come anytime soon into the shop. But if there's any change to that, you'll either see it in the shop or we'll let you know in advance. Possible return of CV Enterprise, please. It's possible, but not very likely in the foreseeable future. Play the Dallas. Can you guys show your progress in the 2020 campaign? Absolutely, Koala. So my progress is right here. I think I'm pretty much in the middle of the progress bar. I have already did the USA base XP, almost done with the UK base XP. Here, pretty much 2/3 with the damage dealt. And then I would have to basically pick 1 or 2 additional things to do that before the update is over. I might actually do this, but I don't need tokens anymore because I actually went for 3 doubloon boosters. I had the luxury to be able to buy them, and that's what I did on day 1, to be able to also basically generate this over over Christmas holidays when I'm back in Germany.
Okay,
And
so
Mr. Lord of Droid is
I
actually
finished
already
the fourth.
further than me. He's finished the 4th.
So I finished the 4th directive. 4th was okay. 3rd was 2nd was fast. 1st was easy. But then in terms of Dockyard, I'm still waiting for my Puerto Rico to appear, and it will appear on the very last day. I bought the first booster. Is it really the purchase date? Yes, on the 18th, which was not on the get-go, and then the second one just before it expired, so I could barely get it. But with this, I should get my Puerto Rico.
Wow, Gamebird says he grinded the ship twice. You feel entitled to a flag or something.
Okay,
well,
prove it, and I will send you something personally. Prove it.
Okay, so here you go. Send me your 2 accounts with the verification, and I'll check it.
Anyway, I want to ask the chat. I have 4 points left for my Akotnik. Where should I spend them? Should I spend them on AFT? Or should I spend them on the health of the survivability expert? Or should I put them in the superintendent? I would still leave 1 point. So, IFHE. Oh, okay. That's interesting one.
I have to admit, when I play the Ochotnik, my brain turns off slightly, and I'm just trying to get close to Cruiser so I can see.
Would I really need IFHE at this tier?
Well, I mean, IFHE always helps with pushing the penetration up. I mean, you're currently sitting at 21 millimeters. So if you add 30%, you're going to be able to penetrate 25. So it does make sense.
Survivability expert plus adrenaline rush, or
Oh, am I going to go for this build, or am I
no demolition expert? Okay, so I'll take the survivability expert, and then adrenaline rush. Okay, but I don't have points left. I have 1 point left, so preventive maintenance is okay.
Okay, so Ochotnik it is for me as well.
Oh, what? Really?
Why not? Why not? Or chat, unless you want to play me something else. I saw somebody asked for Dallas, but you guys let me know what you want me to play. Tier 5. Any news on when we can expect the BlizzCon to get an update? Silent Hammer, I think the update is actually going to be applied with either 0.1 or 0.9.0 even. Don't you think that the upcoming BlizzCon buff is kind of funny? Why are you looking at old pre-stealth and fire stats? Just restore its former glory and give her a bit more stealth. So the thing is that changing its concealment is probably going to impact her more than we want to touch her, because she already got a rate of fire buff. And the buff that we're giving her right now with the improved angles is basically a quality of life buff. So it won't straight up improve its performance. Yes, it's going to help because you can get your turrets in more situations on target, right? But overall, it's more about improving the quality of life, because the Biskavica is not doing poorly. She's doing absolutely okay. If you change the concealment, that's going to be a significant buff. So I think right now that's not on the table, but we'll have to see. If we already gave her now, planning the second buff. If we see the need that we need to do more, then detectability might be part of that. And Chaos, ever decoy? I don't, potentially. Paolo Emilio when? Crow Panzer? When she's ready. So, chat, since you didn't really give me Murmansk, but we already have a Murmansk. I might play the Murmansk after this one. Let me just double check that I have everything. Yeah, we should be fine. Let's go.
I just saw an email about submarines.
Ooh. That we cannot share. JPrex is saying, is the Puerto Rico's economy broken? You did 100k damage and only got 300k silver before deductions. So, I mean, it really depends on what that 100k damage came from. If you only burnt down battleships, that's absolutely normal. I actually did quite a bit of a credit grind with her, but I also used some additional economy flags because I played her for like 10 battles. Overall, the Puerto Rico, just like any other ship, it heavily depends on basically your your performance. What did you actually do to contribute to the battle, which is then reflected in predominantly base XP, and that also reflects in your credit income.
Says the guy who started Puerto Rico yesterday, and he was like, I'm not sure.
I'm not the biggest fan.
2 hours later, I seem to like
I got some good battles.
I like this.
It's not my favorite ship. I'm just not a big fan of large cruisers.
Yet. Not your favorite ship.
Because we talked about the Goliath earlier, right? So when I compare Goliath to the Puerto Rico, for me personally, as a cruiser main, the Goliath gives me way more options, and I get into more fun situations. While the Puerto Rico is at least for me, a bit boring because it's closer to battleship style gameplay, and that's just my personal opinion. I personally prefer other things in ships.
Oh, Doctor Strange. I had Lord Roy lost in enemy team. He lost. Well, I lose a lot. But still, 54% win rate. That means I win more than I lose, right?
Yeah.
We will get dockyard ships. We will.
At Albert, we will see. Good at teasing. His text is green. Yes. The answer is
so I really had to squint. Like, what is that? How do you even get green text there? Really?
I actually. It's a special Twitch feature, I think. Isn't it a
premium account?
Twitch Turbo feature, I think. So this is not really where I want to be unless a cruiser pops up here. And that cruiser has to be the Königsberg or the Hwanghae. We also have a lot of torpedoes. The 4.5 kilometers only.
So dockyard should have plenty of uses. We will figure out what to do with the dockyard as a feature.
Yes. Obviously, it's the first time we tried it.
Right? It's really cool. So we will try to recycle it as much as we can and still keep it special.
You're my backup, Ochotnik, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Fubuki. Come in and play with us. I'm going to launch torpedoes in here.
But you have only 4.5 kilometer range.
That's okay. If he turns in, he's going to have a nice little surprise.
I think if he enters this thing, he's a. Should I not have launched from there? Oh man. What if his torpedoes are coming? Hey? Oi. Oh my.
Oh, come on, no.
Did the torpedoes just die?
Yes, they ran out right in front of him.
Not mine, though. Oh my god!
Oh no, there's a Königsberg. Okay, Königsberg. Okay, so this is the plan. You have to spot him.
No, I have to kill that Fubuki.
You didn't kill him with torps?
No, my torpedoes also died like yours.
No. Now you're not spotting. That's not good. I needed you to spot this.
No, I'm committed. Here, deep.
Oh no, yes, Hydro. Why do I trust you?
Oh, and how would I help against a Hydro, please?
You could have just spotted. Okay, sorry.
Look, he spotted.
Okay, so I have to show this. So if I don't F up, this is gonna be fun.
Ah, come on now.
It's 8K. Sorry, but this is why you play this ship. Exactly for this.
To get citadels on the cruisers?
Yes.
Look, I'm reversing with my speed boost on.
The problem is I got myself into a pretty stupid position. But as I said before, I'm doing this for the citadels.
And I will steal his kill. Watch me.
No! Oh, he got me. So next time, Mr. Lord of Droid, you have to stick with your buddy. We talked about this before.
No, we did not.
Yes, no, not on stream, but before. It's because it usually happens to me when I'm playing with Mr. Lord of Droid or Mr. Convoy in Division. Is I'm like, yeah, we're going to.
Look, I am
go
better
there,
than Mr. Convoy.
Guys, where are you at? I need you in this fight. Oh, we went to A. We're chasing like these two guys.
Hey, I'm better than Mr. Convoy in this
that's
one.
True, but he has the W button and he keeps going. We got 6 citadels out of it. I suck a bit because I fucked this up. I have to admit. Noob for sure. Yes, absolutely. I was too greedy, but I'm fine with that.
I think when I play
the Hotnik, I'm turning my brain off. I got a bit unlucky with the torps on the Fubuki. I should have waited a bit more and got a little bit closer. And then I got unfortunately Hydro by the Königsberg. Otherwise, this would have been a different fight.
Would my torpedoes make it?
In German, we call this Fahnenflucht. Yes, Gebhard. Yes, we call it like this.
That hurt.
Exactly. It hurt me just the same way, man. Just the same way. When you think you have a buddy in the battle
Jesus.
and he's hunting a Fubuki. So let me...
The question is my torpedo... Did I... Yes, one hit only. Seriously. One. All that for one. Okay.
Thumper saying, on the playback feature of the dockyard, watching the ship to get built from scratch, it'd be nice to have a speed feature to slow down the process. I agree, because it's glorious when you see that ship being assembled. Any news on Hayate Tsuk? No, we already talked about this. We still have to come up with the price and the release date.
Our Murmansk also passed away.
Huzier, yeah, I mean, the dockyard is a great feature, I agree. Whether we could put every ship in there, that's probably a bit too complicated, especially when it comes to tech trees and so on, but we'll see what we can do. The dockyard feature gives us a lot of options, and I have to say, the first time I saw this feature, I was like, finally, it's like a living progress bar when building my ships, and I would love to put there like a tier 10 battleship inside of it and just see it watch being assembled.
Any news on California? Seriously, no news.
I don't. So honestly, like when it comes to any premium ship or potential premium ship that you've seen or heard about in the last few weeks, we don't have any updates in the stream about them.
Is that New Orleans? Oh, no. I'm not going for New Orleans. I thought like, maybe I can go behind the island and try to kill that New Orleans. No.
Huzier, I understand. Roberto says, I noticed the user's book was missing from the launch calendar. She was launched on January 15th. I know she's not in the game, but she should be there. Maybe the guys missed it. I'm not an expert when it comes to these dates, so I'll have to trust your word on that. He was, because there's a cool ship launching calendar that was released a few days ago on the portal, where you could see most of the ships that were launched in January. And there's a nice little overview of ships that are in game that you can see there. She was until the CV work, yes. We're still thinking about what we can do with the odd-tiered CVs. It's still going to take a long time until we're there, but yes, we're thinking about it. So, Lord of Droid, are you going to carry this?
Carry what? There's
kills,
no need to carry.
It's your time to get a crack.
There's no need to carry.
Well, I dropped out, so you now have the responsibility of winning this.
I should have taken the AFT. I don't have the range now.
When can we turn turrets independently? This is not planned. And you have to keep in mind that this would make the game quite complicated if you would have to, switch from turret to turret to turret. I personally think that... somebody will turn this off in a second. I personally think that... And this is... like, please don't understand this the wrong way. But I think that the majority of players, when it comes to being aware of your situation, your situational awareness, being aware of your angle, your guns, your turrets, your consumables, the strategic objectives, all of this stuff, most players are already on the level where this game is becoming too complicated, where they have to keep track of so many different things that it would be even more complicated and more taxing in terms of how much attention you have to pay to the game, when you would also then suddenly have to, turn each turret. So that's my personal take on this.
Serious? I missed all the turrets he sped away. All this for nothing.
That's okay. That's okay. You can just burn them down. So I think this is gonna be. It would be, first of all, complicated to put into the UI, and then for people to master. As like a super Unicum or Unicum feature where you have additional control over your turrets, obviously sounds like a cool thing to have, but whether it's really viable, I'm not sure. It's the same thing with giving manual control over secondaries. It's always a compromise when it comes to our game, and our game is not a simulation. It's more arcadey game than that. We try to be as historically accurate as we can, but the dominating thing in this, dominating theme in this game is obviously being able to have fun and for it to be balanced.
Come on, turrets, come on.
A lot of droid. The white line is where you aim the torpedoes overall. You don't aim for the ship itself. He knows that. I think he was just trying to guess.
I was anticipating that he would slow down, but Leon,
Yeah.
is relatively fast for its tier.
Ever think about making stuff deemed too complex as an optional feature in the options? Obviously, yes. Yes, and I mean, a lot of, for example, additional information in the UI is to be turned on in the options. But when it comes to, mechanics, like being able to control turrets, our UI is already a bit overloaded. So I think, I'm just being honest here. Like I think it's gonna be tricky to implement this in the game, at least right now. Maybe down the road in the future, we might be able to offer you something like this, but right now I don't really see it happening. At least to be able to lock front-back turrets independently. Yeah, Voodoo Popeye. Maybe in the future. On the other hand, also keep in mind, and I'm just saying this, keep in mind that you might end up in a lot of situations where you forgot about that it's locked, or you're trying to shoot and then you realize, oh no, this turret was locked in that position, and it can also create a lot of frustration. It's not always about the super cool stuff that can happen with it, or the let's say the comfort it would offer you in certain situations, but also the discomfort it might add on top of that.
Okay, look, there is the white line, and he's gonna turn in. Look, he's already turning in, so I have to. No.
You have to survive.
Oh, surviving is
Optional.
overrated.
How long can I wait for Wargaming Service mail response? It depends a bit on the nature of your ticket.
No!
And you have to.
Got
So
one more
close. So
salvo.
close. It really depends on the ticket, the type of ticket that you were sending us. Usually we try to be as fast as possible that you get an answer within the first 20 hours. But the reality is that over Christmas, obviously a lot of the New Year's period, a lot of tickets were sent in, and your ticket might still be caught somewhere. But I would say usually within a day you get an answer. So it also might depend on the case, because if, for example, one of our customer support agents has to really dig deep into your account to try to figure out what's up, that obviously takes longer. So it really depends on the type of issue you were reporting. Will there be a Twitch mission for watching this week? Yes, there should be a Twitch mission that went live 2 hours ago.
Shuck1984, your assumption is correct, but this year maybe we'll try to remedy this situation. Yeah, we are not yet. Now we are not available on Wargaming Store. None of the World of Warships merchandise is. But if we get some time, we should change this. Let's see. If you guys really want it, you should write and ask us more often. Can you pass me water, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So let me quickly double check, because we planned this. There should be, yes, there's a mission that goes live today, and the mission is Pretty in Purple. Yes, where you can get 5 Twitch Prime camouflages. And in general, usually these missions go live on Thursday, roughly around when the EU stream goes live. And if you watch the entire stream, you will get that mission. So it's roughly that amount of time.
Reminds me, we were supposed to announce something in 7 minutes.
Yes, so we can talk about this right now, guys, if you want to, and we can answer questions for the rest of the stream. I don't have any pretty pictures for this, right? So we can simply talk about this.
You see the bug? It's on my screen, no? It's not on my screen. I didn't see my...
your battle results. Yes,
yeah, I didn't see my battle results.
Yeah, I think we already reported this. And guys, if you encounter stuff like this, and okay, I'll have to do this in the big camera, right? I implore you, because I have sometimes the situation that you guys come to me and you tell me, Chrysanthus, there's a bug in the game. When is this finally going to be fixed? And I'm asking you, hey guys, did you provide us information about it? The best way, and this is really this is important. If you encounter a bug, for example, and I had a few guys on the EU forums who were experiencing disconnects or internet connection issues, where they say it's not my provider. If you want us to be able to track it down, I mean, we will see if there's an issue with the server. But if there's something in between, for example, the server like your internet connection, your ISP, your PC until our server. There's a lot of things in between. So if you want to help us, please contact our customer support, provide information. Wargaming check is always helpful. If you have internet issues, send us a ping plotter. If you have issues with, for example, graphics, send us a DX diag. You can find all of this stuff on our customer support portal. And if you get a bad answer, you come to me and I will slap people. Okay? So it's really important that you give us that information, because game development is a complicated thing, and there might be a bug, but it might be very hard to find it. So the more information you provide us with, the easier make it for us to track it down and kill that bug. So please always send us a customer support ticket, attach the relevant information, how you encountered that bug, are you able to reproduce that bug, do you have a wargaming check, do you have a replay, do you have, I don't know, a clip from a stream or whatever where you saw something similar happening. If you can provide us with that, you make our life much easier, and we can make your life much more enjoyable in the game, because we're able to track this stuff much faster, much easier, and deal with it. Okay?
Yeah, we had this issue with French data center for free. That's one of the biggest ISPs, and a lot of our French players were getting disconnected. And we have contacted free, but we can't break into their office. It's like, fix this thing because your servers are broken. We can only use diplomatic channels and our contacts, but rest is up to your ISP sometimes. But yes, a lot of times our servers also derp. But the thing is, what he's trying to say, if the more information you give us, the more we'll be able to find out quickly where the issue is and try to fix it on our end if it's fixable, or then contact the ISP if the issues at the ISP end.
Yep.
Okay, news.
Okay, so guys, first of all, and I'm going to be very happy about talking about this buff, is ship balance changes. This is all about ship balance. So first of all, we have the German cruiser on tier 10, the Hindenburg, and the Hindenburg will get a buff for its main battery reload time. It was already buffed, I think 2 or 3 months ago, to 10.5 seconds, but now it's getting buffed to 9.8 seconds. So the new reload time for German cruiser Hindenburg will be 9.8 seconds. So that should help the Hindenburg even more.
Journey continues from 10 seconds to 11 to 10.5 and 9.8.
Yes.
Yes, Hindenburg. Strong.
Then we have the Montana, my favorite battleship.
I want to announce this one, but it's his childhood sweetheart, Montana, and he never mind.
I personally think this ship is absolutely fine, but I know some of you would love to see a buff to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the Montana's repair party on the same level as the other US battleships. So we're going to change the restoration of hit points by the repair party consumable from 0.5% to 0.66% of the maximum hit points per second. So that should be a significant buff to its survivability, because you can regain more of the HP or repair more of that HP that you lost. So that should be a nice little buff.
Now comes a nerf.
Yes. So this is Soviet. You want to, or I can?
No.
Soviet battleship Kremlin. It's not a big nerf,
but it's a nerf. It's a nerf.
So the thing is that we already nerfed Kremlin, and we're still watching her performance. Yeah. The next step we're going to take is because what we saw is that the Kremlin stayed very, very protected even against aircraft carriers towards the mid and the end of the battle. So what we're doing is we're basically going to halve the AA guns' amount of hit points. So that means that the AA guns will die faster, and that means that they will be more vulnerable to 2CB attacks.
So yes, that was the nerf for Kremlin.
Yes.
It was too effective against AAs, against the plane, so the AA will be more vulnerable now. Then
something that was already announced yesterday on the Polish stream, but for completion's sake, I'll add it here. The European DD Błyskawica, beautiful little Polish DD, on tier 7. We're improving the turret firing angles and the torpedo tube turning angles. So for the turrets, on the first turrets, we're basically buffing it by 10 degrees. on the second turret by 1 degree, and on the fourth turret by 15 degrees. So that should give you better options in battle in terms of how far you can actually turn the turrets. For the torpedo tubes, it's actually by 8 degrees towards the bow and by 2 degrees towards the aft, which simply means that you're going to have a wider area of where you can actually launch these torps, so you can be more aggressive. So that should be a nice, basically, level of comfort buff.
Okay, people are upset that it's a buff, it's a nerf. Okay, let's call it rebalancing, if that helps.
What buff?
Oh, the Kremlin nerf is not a nerf. Bliskavika buff is not a buff. Okay, rebalanced.
Okay.
If that pleases. A buff is a buff.
Having the HP of AA is
How would
a
you
lot of
call
things
it?
not a buff. I understand if you think that the nerf is not strong enough because you would like to, I don't know, for example, see survivability nerfed further. And we're still going to keep an eye on this, but you can see, for example, with Hindenburg, it's a step-by-step process. Also with the Biskavica, she already got a buff in terms of reload time, and the main battery is the main thing for the Biskavica. So now you will be able to, have turrets and torpedoes on target in a better way, in a faster way. So that will help you as well and make your life easier. But if we want to, we can still help these ships. But we always have to be careful about the level of performance they're on, because we don't want to introduce additional power creep here.
More nerfs. More nerfs.
So now I have a bunch of nerfs, and I'm sorry for our colleagues from France. Mr. Tanato is currently on vacation, so he doesn't have to weep around this. So for French destroyers, we have a few nerfs. The French destroyer Fusilier, it's a tier 3 one, is going to get nerfed in terms of HP. So it's nerfed from 9,300 to 7,900 HP on its dock hull. And for its researchable hull, it will be lowered from 10,900 to 9,300. It was simply too strong, and it should bring it on a better level with other tier 3 DDs. Then Mogador and Kleber. So the Mogador will get a detectability range nerf. So the detectability range was increased from 9.04 kilometers to 9.54 kilometers. And when that's surface detectability by planes, it will be from 4.35 kilometers to 4.59 kilometers. That also obviously affects the firing main guns in smoke, even though the ship doesn't have smoke, but if you're in smoke, it will affect you. And that means 3.7 kilometers to 3.96 kilometers. And the second nerf for the ship is the torpedo's detectability range is increased from 1.4 to 1.8 kilometers. The exact same nerf for the torpedo detectability is also hitting the Kleber. And the Kleber also gets detectability range increased for surface. It's going to be 8.88 to 9.88, so basically 800 meters more, a kilometer more actually. And by planes, it's going to be from 4.83 to 5.38 kilometers. If you want to see all of these stats on paper, they will obviously be published on our development blog. This is where you always find that information. So that should be published in like 13 minutes. So very roughly in 13 minutes. And you will find it there. There's one additional nerf, but for that one I probably have to explain a bit more. So that one is for the French cruiser Henri. So the time
Henri, HIV, Henri.
Henri,
you are very French. Oh my God.
I'm trying to be nice to other languages, even though I'm killing a lot of them. But when I expect people to say Gneisenau instead of Gneisenau, I can expect myself to also say Henri instead of Henry.
Henry, yes. Henry the Fourth.
So the time for the ship's engine to reach maximum power was increased, and the acceleration parameters while engine boost consumable is active was also changed. This is simply due to engine boost and high base speed, so the Henri was able to dodge incoming fire quickly, changing the speed. Now the ship will accelerate and decelerate smoother. So this is simply, that especially since the ship can play on a very long range, to nerf a bit the agility and the juking basically that people can do with the ship. And when it comes to the nerfs of the DDs, with the current detectability ranges, these high-speed ships can execute surprise attacks with the enemy having not enough time to react. And in combination with the main advantage of the French destroyers, the very effective main battery, the ships were simply too strong. And with this, we basically achieve that they will be spotted earlier, which takes a little bit away a certain surprise. They have to cover a longer distance, and the torpedoes are also detected earlier. That's it.
That's it. Enough for nerfs.
Yes. So
And a few buffs.
to TLDR, Hindi reload buff, Montana heal buff, Pliskavica better angles for both turrets and torpedoes. Kremlin gets HP for AA halved, which should help CVs attacking that ship, especially during mid and late game. And then for French GDs, worst detectability for both the ship and its torpedoes. And Ori will be a little bit slower when it comes to accelerating and decelerating. That's it. TLDR. Clip it. And do we want to do questions for the remaining 10 minutes or a battle, guys?
Somebody's really asking for you to play König.
To play what?
König.
König.
Yes.
I can play König, sure.
It's a tier 5 day.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed.
Mozart is asking, can you remove all CVs from games? Sorry, that's not an option. Smolensk needs a nerf, a longer flight time, or longer reload. Melin, we have an eye on the Smolensk, and if we need to do something about it, we'll do. Albert, you announced my favorite BB, but you haven't heard anything. I talked about my beautiful little Montana. Older ships need to be reevaluated. Sao and Indianapolis need faster guns, say Thumper. Thumper, we just talked about the Montana, which is one of the first ships that was ever in the game. So obviously we will reevaluate older ships whenever we need to. We monitor all ships. Sao is still in a very good place.
Very good.
So if we ever see that the Sao falls behind, we'll help it. This is not like a matter of like, like it's early 2020, we should buff one ship from the past and then forget about the rest of them. It's a constant process. Has always been. And I think if we like the amount of rebalancing we announced in 2019 on streams, there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff. So it's a constant process, and it will stay exactly that way because the game is changing. The way you play it, the way it is being played, due to the modes, due to new additions, right, to new mechanics and so on. So it's in constant flux. It's not like the gameplay from when I started playing. The gameplay from like 4 years ago would not survive today. You would get absolutely wrecked if you would not adapt to what's happening right now. And the same thing is true with the gameplay from 2 years ago and so on. The game keeps changing, and that's a good thing because otherwise it would be stale.
VMF Leningrad, no news on scenarios, removed scenarios. No ETA, unfortunately. Sorry.
Nikolai the First needs a speed buff. No, speed is one of its downsides. Otherwise, it would be even stronger than it already is.
Look, somebody's saying SAP ammo is a bit OP.
So
we found it.
So the thing is, so SAP I think is in a good spot. You probably quite a few will probably disagree with me because I know that SAP is a hot topic. But I think that you want to play another battle? Okay, we'll play another.
We can play and talk, or not.
Yeah, we can. I'll play the König. As requested.
I haven't played Eurobitsunitis for a while. Buff it.
So, sorry, what was I talking about?
About adaptation. No?
SAP. I was talking about SAP. So SAP is strong in certain situations. For example, if you're playing against the DD and the DD is making the mistake of underestimating what kind of shells you have. But on the other side, you have downsides. For example, you cannot set things on fire, so you're missing out on damage over time. And since the guns are very accurate, you have to be a good shot. But I think, at least for me personally, anything above the Gorizia is super, super fun to play with SAP, and it's good that way. But it takes some time to get used to it. It took me also a few matches to get used to SAP, and I can only highly recommend you guys to watch our contributors, for example, or other streamers, to learn how to play with SAP. Eddie Word in California? No news, Penguin.
I just changed the class because you are.
Because the battle. Yeah, look, good.
Sacrifice. Good. Yes, I
try hard. why Audacious doesn't have a legendary mission? Because it doesn't have a legendary upgrade yet. We're going to change it in the future because we're working on new legendary upgrades, but it's too soon to talk about this. But even the other CVs can't mount their legendary upgrades at the moment.
Are we changing IFHE? We want to.
We had an idea of how we can change it. I don't know the current status of that change. Jankos is saying Monarch needs a buff to range and a lot more. So that's me personally speaking. I completely disagree. Monarch is in a good spot. It was one of my favorite ships actually to play in that line.
I hated that thing.
Because it's not the easiest ship to play, but it has good AP, it has good HE. You have to figure out how to use the chip for yourself. But I haven't really seen that she's doing that poorly, and if she does, we'll buff her. But I don't think she was on the list of
He
buffs.
will personally take responsibility to buff that thing.
I will? You will?
You!
But I think it's fine. I think it's absolutely fine. But also that's why you guys should be happy that I'm not doing balancing, because a lot of the demanded balances I wouldn't approve.
Kismet. Hi Kismet. Monarch is a really fat butterfly.
I'm not saying she's like a skinny girl.
Fat butterfly. I'm trying to imagine how does a fat butterfly look like.
I would say
fat
like a
butterfly. I'm gonna use this now. Don't be a fat butterfly.
It's Death is asking. Sorry. Has Enterprise been permanently removed from the store? Will it be back on sale in the future? So it has been. I wouldn't say it has been removed permanently, but it has been removed until further notice, and that further notice is not going to be anytime soon. That's the answer. German DDs need a lot of love. They've fallen off completely.
What? They were buffed.
The thing is that German DDs, I think.
German DDs, BBs. Sorry.
Yeah, German DDs.
BBs. No.
I know what you mean. They have not a weird spot, but I would say because they are such good all-rounders, they don't really excel at anything. So you sometimes feel like they could use a little bit of help. Maybe they do. I can double check whether there's anything planned for German DDs. But if played properly, the German DDs are very, 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 very nasty. Hi, Mad Max. I want balance in the game matchmaker, I guess, because most matches teams are unbalanced. Yeah, because the teams are not supposed to be balanced in terms of
somebody
the skill. We don't have a skill-based matchmaking. We never claimed we have. It's random battles, and random battles means really what it says. It's completely random. You can play with a great team of super unicums. You can play with the team of people who play this game once per week. That's part of it. But that also means that you have a huge variety of cases, scenarios, and gameplay situations. I know that some of you would love to see skill-based matchmaking. Maybe we'll have it at some point in the game mode, but we are definitely not planning to have this in random battles anytime soon. And that's true, for example, for World of Tanks or World of Warships. It's the basic game mode, and it's the most successful one. So there's some merit to it.
What the?
A lot of horny noises going on here. The majority of the enemy team is moving over towards C.
Because that's where the fun is.
Yeah, but I'm just debating now whether I should, and I'm probably going to turn in and help on A, because it's quite boring here. We'll actually. Why don't you?
What our Butsuki just did. Brr.
Well, both teams lost one guy. That's okay. Yeah, Nemo, I know what you mean with the Smolensk in terms of armor. Maybe we'll do that, but I don't have any news on that. And thank you for the kind words. So here we have some stuff to shoot. Okay, so we can actually have a battle on A.
I'm trying to turn and this thing doesn't want to turn.
Yeah, but Caribous, I mean, if yes, sometimes you will be in a situation where the enemy team has better players, and it makes sense that obviously the team with better players is going to win. But I also had, the situation where you have teams where, the individual players are supposed to be stronger, but the better team is still winning the battle. So it's always about team play, about, working as a team and not as single unicorns, for example.
Ouchie. No,
and
ouchie.
sometimes you will have a situation where you're going to win against much better players because you played as a better team. That's just how it works.
I forgot how sluggish Kirov was.
And Hip Skinners, for rank matchmaking, any improvements planned or division permit? So I don't think we have anything currently planned for ranked right away in terms of improvements. Maybe further down the line, there will be some improvements to ranked. In terms of division, it's a very tricky topic because the divisions itself, like the divisioning up, divisioning up gives you an advantage. There's a reason why if you play in a division, you usually have a higher win rate than if you're not playing in a division. And that reason is obviously that as a division, you can communicate better and you can rely on each other. And that means you're going to be better at the game in most scenarios. That's why we try to even out divisions also in terms of matchmaking. Now, if you allow that in ranked battles, that's definitely going to give an advantage to the team where you have a division. So that's a really tricky topic, whether we want to implement this and introduce this for ranked battles.
Our Mutsuki is still alive. I'm amazed at that guy. Despite eating 2 torpedoes in the very beginning.
How's the battle going over here? Okay, nice. You got 10 decaps. Nice.
It's going okay.
Okay, Giulio, Giulio Cesare, I need you to show me a bit more broadside here.
Oh, that was a potato shot. Oh, I wasn't prepared for this. And because I have switched off my AA. Thank God he dropped too close. And our Mutsuki is finally down. And our New Mexico might die as well. How's it looking there?
It's looking okay. The good thing is that the enemy is coming here one by one. So, it's like
my turn.
New contender entered the arena. That's my favorite scenario. It's like one after another. Now, don't come all at once. Give us time to destroy you one after another.
Clan battles? Yes, they're coming soon.
Clan battles are coming soon. There should be more information about this on the dev blog tomorrow, as far as I know. Okay, so that New Mexico is let's kill the Giulio first.
There we go.
Oh, he had to give me that salvo at the end, huh? Okay. Nice job, Lord. We got that Giulio down. So match the divisions like in Sprint, but that's going to then once more impact, for example, matchmaking, because then that's another rule for matchmaking. It's always that's what I'm trying to get across, right? Matchmaking and these things are always something that has to be in equilibrium, that has to, work at all times. And that's why it's tricky to simply just go ahead and introduce stuff like this. So we'll have to see. Right now, I don't know of any plans of introducing divisions into ranked, so I wouldn't expect it anytime soon. But obviously, we can have a discussion about this internally.
What am I doing and what am I...
Thumper naval battles should be based on damage or ribbons. Base XP based naval battles are unfair to clients that are co-op based. I get where you're coming from, but then again, it's a bit unfair to make it super easy for people, to farm things in co-op, while it might be harder to farm other stuff in random battles. So it's always a bit of a balancing act, and we try to also switch it around in terms of what kind of stuff you need to get in
let me
battles.
Be. I mean no harm to you yet.
Oh, there was a nice drop CV here.
Ah, that Congo. I shouldn't have used my torpedoes.
Beautiful American camo here.
Come on. 10 seconds. Oh, maybe I should bail. Where did he go? My hydro ran out. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. And
Okay.
I can't launch my torpedoes. God damn it.
No, Mr. Mr. Conway. Oh, sorry, Mr. Lord of Droid.
Recently, I have some issues with torpedoes. You were watching a game and I was playing Somers. Oh my god. But I had him there. Damn it.
Almost. The famous almost.
I waited for that moment.
And maybe a campaign or similar mode where you do flotilla escort or shore bombardment. Andrew, that's a nice idea. And I don't have any update on this. We were actually testing. We were testing the convoy mode.
Convoy mode.
And we need to actually. I need to double check what happened to this because I didn't hear anything about it. So what else do we have? Torpedoes launch issue. Yeah, the torpedo launch issue is sitting right next to us. So what is left here? There's still some stuff. Ooh,
nice drop.
Actually, quite a lot of stuff left over there. It will take me some time to get to the other side of the map. When will there be a free camera to visit our ports? Oof, let us improve the port first before talking about stuff like this.
Stuff like this.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it sounds like a cool,
Stuff
like you know,
this.
nice little additional feature to have, and you know, to look at your pretty port. But then again, I think we have bigger fish to fry when it comes to the port and things
That's a
in it.
very big and heavy fish.
Yeah. British cruises feel all quite weak in most games. Ladino, that depends on you and your playstyle. The British cruisers, I mean, right now we're talking about the light cruisers, right? Like the minnow line. They can be very strong, but they're very fragile. So if you struggle with that, then obviously there won't be a lot of fun for you. But in terms of stats and performance, they're doing quite well and don't need any attention right now.
Come on, kill that Congo.
What
You don't have
happened to
the range?
What happened to the German free XP cruiser? You mean this is...
Which one?
What did we say? Which one is for free XP? Well, anyway, I think you're probably going to talk about Siegfried. There are no news on this ship.
I am watching this Congo die because he killed me.
Ah, you say because you think the UK heavy cruisers need something extra. So,
No.
next stream, if I still have them, I'll play.
We
them,
should have
and I'll
played
show you.
Goliath.
Yes, we should have. But you guys wanted to see mostly tier 5 today, so I'm happy to show something else today.
This
instead
is
of just tier 10 gameplay.
anti Conway
Yes.
stream.
No
Halfway
co-op,
Conway.
no tier 10. So yeah. The UK heavy cruisers, like right now, my personal opinion of the UK heavy cruisers is mostly based on the tier 9 and tier 10, and they are absolutely glorious. When it comes to the
They're
lower
glorious.
tiers,
Come on, not absolutely. They will get nerfed like this.
nobody's
in good
listening.
space.
Nobody's listening. There, good board.
Good
gets
board,
my
yes.
gets my full approval. Oh no! Don't turn back, Mayan. You're going to miss my salvo.
How did he spot this? Oh no, he did not.
CV did a
Now,
great job, by the way. I'll give him a
CV
plus
is
one.
having a good time, but he doesn't have a kill on his name. Are you gonna finish this Bayern or what?
He's out of range.
Oh,
Like I was capping A.
That's exactly what a Texas does, cap.
Well, that's why I'm a König.
No, I'm looking at our Texas friend as well. Here.
Yeah, because we were very slow and we needed to clear the A cap, and we did a good job over there.
Oh, you did clear. I see so many dead bodies there.
had to clear it off the enemies. Okay, Gamebird, I will double check, but I will probably need something more that you're not just giving me 2 accounts. Chrysanthus, will you get the man a proper headset with paddling? He's got no hair, man. He needs a padding. A padding, not paddling.
I heard paddling.
I can give him a paddling if you want to. When it comes to a padding, but is that not? Isn't that here? Is that not? Ah, that's like very very. We can talk about this. Maybe.
And I was told these headsets cost a fortune.
No, these didn't. This one is a good one. Try this one. I mean, you won't hear anything, but try it for comfort.
Like this?
Yeah, exactly like this. This is
well,
how
that's
you do
double padding.
Okay, I think the Byron is going down, and that means only the CDs left.
Yes, this is so nice.
Okay, so we'll have yours for the future.
Thank you for this kind suggestion,
Yes.
kind strong stranger.
No, it was
Sin
in Style.
Yeah, this. Man, this was like I'm putting bricks on my head.
That's okay. I'll put it in my request for future improvements for the
Facial padding. Somebody remembers my joke.
Can I send a DM on the forums? Absolutely. At Chrysanthus, there you go.
Who's Scott?
Oh, don't run away, Ryoju.
Pelt.
I just want to,
Scott Van Pelt. Let's see who is this from ESPN. Scott Van Pelt. Turn on the incognito mode.
CV, are you trying to strike me?
Oh, I should put my glasses on. Then I would really look like this guy. Hello. I even have glasses like
so. TGIF is asking: is it only me, or does Mullins feel like the replacement of the Minnow with HE and Crazy Fire chance? Your opinion on that? I mean, it has that kind of style to it. Yes, it's a light cruiser with HE, and it does have smoke. But then again, it has some other things that the Minnow simply does better.
Oh, I'm showing a bad angle. I'm so sorry.
It is pros and cons. But when you compare it as, let's say, the what do you call it? Not prototypes. The type of ships that they are, then yes, they have a similar set of USBs. I've been satisfied. Not extremely
extremely
because I wasn't extremely satisfied. I could have done more.
When are you extremely satisfied? When?
So I'm extremely satisfied if I carried like a boss and I managed to get like 2.5k basic speed. Then I'm
on tier 5.
Well, on tier 5 we can say 2k basic speed. You're asking me when I'm extremely satisfied.
How am I on top of you two guys?
Because you have,
despite being,
because you're the better player.
Huh?
In this match.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
You're the better player. This match.
How is that possible?
Because apparently you had more action. I mostly shot BBs in the cruiser, so. And I killed the DD, but I only had like 37k damage or something, so nothing spectacular.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Kosu013 don't see a second of coin. Oh, I'm so sorry. Kosu013, by any chance are you from Finland? Because your name is suspiciously familiar. Kosu013.
So, guys, I'll give you 3 more questions, and then we'll stop streaming today. Let me
Kosu, Kosken Korva.
Who are we going to raid today?
Mattiadan.
So, Mr. Little Droid, you get to pick 3 questions from the crowd, and then we'll see who we can raid.
3 questions?
Yes, 3 questions.
When will Kaba get a buff?
It's not planned, because Kaba is doing quite well. And now, because I know there were some discussions about the Kleber basically invading that space of the Kaba in terms of, gunboating and kiting. A bit now that Kleber got nerfed, I think it should be in a good spot. But in terms of stats, it was doing actually quite fine, and I don't think there's going to be any Kaba nerf anytime soon. Kaba buff, sorry. Neither nerf nor buff.
So there are a lot of repeat questions. Any news on submarine test?
No. Not a good pick of a question, but I
get to pick one extra question then. Well, guys, kita kami soon.
No. So these were your 3 questions. These were your 3 questions, and this is my answer. So guys.
Oh no! Wait. Hey, those were not really questions. Release of British cruisers. Release of British cruisers.
Release
an
of British
easy one.
cruisers. Okay, so early access, next update, which is going to go live next.
You can't
Wednesday.
say that.
I can. It's
No,
okay.
you can't.
Yes,
You
because
can't.
everybody knows because
He
the
just
Puerto
violated
Rico's ending.
Protocol 5.
That's okay. Protocol 5 was already violated because we had to tell people when the Puerto Rico event is ending. So I'm fine. So guys, next Wednesday or Thursday, depending on which region you're in. That's at least when we try to upload the patch, unless the world burns down and we don't have internet anymore. That means that will be early access, and after that, then, with the regular schedule, the next update should have the full release of British heavy cruisers. And then, we'll see what comes after that.
Maddox, will there be Brazilian ships?
Maybe. Maybe.
We would like to. Let's see.
Okay. So guys, today I think we're going to raid Mr. Helvig.
Mr. Who?
Helvig. He's one of our German CCs. He also does speak English, but we already raided a Chaos Machine and Fragmentation the last week. So I'm looking at who else is streaming, and there are not a lot of English streamers around. So today we're going to raid Helvig. So please send our regards to Helvig. He's a really nice, chill German streamer who also does speak English. If you want to hear some very thick German accent in English, that's the place to go. And with that, I'll just say thank you very much for being with us today. We'll be back next week, same place, same time. You know us, with the twins on board talking about the update.
It's already not me. Thank you.
You can be our special guest here in the middle because
I don't like sitting there anymore.
Anymore.
I will sit there.
Oh, okay, you can sit over there. So next week is going to be update stream, which means we start in German and we'll finish in English. Bam. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
I'll send you over. Thank you for being here today. It
Thank
was a
you.
lot of fun. A lot of low tier fun. I guess.
I'm representing the potatoes.
If you haven't pushed that follow button, I'll just say it to you. You can click that follow button if you like the content. If you don't like it, you can also feel free to just click it and then ignore the channel. And with this, I will send you
Wait. Nobody pillows. We can dress up like French girls. What? Is that some joke?
So no body pillows. We can dress up like those French girls. I think we'll skip
Does it
this
ring
one.
a bell?
No.
Is it some Tanatoy joke that we should ask when he comes back from wherever he's from in Latin
Yeah,
America?
Tanatoy is our biggest weeb. He doesn't want to talk about it, but when you see an in-game, say Poi Tanatoy.
Wait a minute, TwitchCon in Amsterdam? When is it?
Isn't it in April or May?
We haven't planned the events yet, but we will. We will plan the events. I didn't mean we will.
The problem is it's a very busy weekend. That weekend in Amsterdam. I don't think they picked the best date because there's going to be a lot of guests already in the city because of Formula One. So maybe not. Mini-Wutkopf. Ich sag dir Bescheid, falls wir da sind. And with this, I'll say goodbye. See you next week. Have a very nice weekend. If you. I just hope you get lucky with whatever you want to do over the weekend, and maybe
get lucky on the weekend, boys.
Yes, get lucky over the weekend.
Oh yes.
Maybe with snow, maybe with girls, maybe with men, whatever. It's
maybe with the Santa box too.
Exactly, it's totally up to you guys.
Get lucky.
Yes, don't forget to buy Santa boxes. You haven't done it because they're going to be out of the shop, in the future, not so far away. So you'll have to wait until next Christmas.
Check out the devlog for all the changed things.
Yes,
that we
the numbers should be on the dev blog now. Wow, it's 2017. So guys, we'll shut up. I'll see you next week. Toodles. Bye bye.
Bye bye.